Well, happy day to all of you. We are so grateful that you are in the house. We are so grateful that you have joined us. One moment, I have to see gallery view because I need to see all your faces. I want to see you. Welcome. Oh, it is a new day for a new you at NewAge. My name is Tammy Melchizedek. It is my honor and privilege to be with all of you today. I'm calling in from Colorado Springs. Colorado, it's snowy and cold, just as it is in Colorado. And we just love it. We love to live in all these beautiful places. I don't know where you're calling in from today, but I know you're calling in to hear a word of encouragement. You know, one of the things that we love about NewAge is that we are an international company. We are all over the world. And one of the markets that I have had the privilege opening is Southern Africa. So I want to give a big shout out. If you are from Southern Africa, I want a 1 in the chat. I want to see how many of my Southern Africa friends are on this Zoom today because they are taking Southern Africa by storm. And we're so grateful. Really in the very beginning, when Rick's Erica Fundemerva, who was just speaking with you, is from Southern Africa, and she moved here to the United States, and we got to know each other when her and her husband and their beautiful children moved here. And she had a dream and a vision to bring this beautiful, amazing, lovely, fabulous company and all the products and all the amazing leadership into Southern Africa for her people. She wanted her people to have the benefit of everything that we enjoy all over the world. And so the Hero product line was launched, and we're so excited about Hero. We are so thankful that we have the opportunity to change lives. So if you are here today and you are a grateful person for NewAge, you love our opportunity, you love our business, you love our company, I want you to put a 10 in the chat, 10, 10, 10, because I want you to see, yes, 10, 10, 10. We have lots of 10s coming in because we are all in. I am all in every single day with my company because I know that the future is so bright. You did not come to hear me. You came to hear the gentleman that I'm going to introduce to you. I met Mr. Mark Wilson when our company, my original company, Limu, merged in with NewAge. I met Mark in a small little business room with a few of our leaders, Brent Palmer being one of them. And we had a wonderful conversation. One of the first things that I remember sensing about Mark Wilson was, yes, he is a very, very competent man. He's a very, very brilliant man. But I loved that he was a lover of the people, that the brand partners came first, that if you are around Mark for any time at all, you know that he is disruptive by design. He himself is, and he created this company to be disruptive, to be different, to shake up the industry. And when I heard him talk about that for the first time, I thought, wow, we are in amazing hands with this kind of leadership. Mark Wilson is the group president, and that is his title. And I just love that. I think he's actually the president of everything. He's a man that has wisdom and insight. And you know, these are critical times. These times that we are in, we need leadership. If you believe that we need leadership in this company and around the world, put a 5 in the chat. We need strong leadership. And today we are privileged and honored to hear from Mr. Mark Wilson himself. Mark, are you on the Zoom with me today? There he is, Mr. Mark Wilson.
There we go.
There he is.
Can you hear me? All right.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, everybody.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome to see you. And it was fun to see you in Destin. Did you have a good time?
What an amazing time always to get together. And I miss all of you from South Africa. I had one time down there just to meet a few of you. I can't wait to meet the rest of you. And, you know, as Tammy was talking about the Hero product line, I finally got my Hero product line not too long ago. So Craig made sure I had a few of them. So I've got the whole line here in my box. So we love it. I've been trying a little bit the one product, the Thermal MX. So we're gonna see what that does. Maybe that'll make me skinny and beautiful. So
that's one of my best. Okay, Mark, listen, one of the things that I love, and I want you to just cast that vision. Go back to when you created this company with these wonderful leaders, and you had a vision to put brand partners first. You had a vision to really be disruptive. And that's never left. That's never left. And that's a vision you carry in your heart. It burns within you. If anyone has a chance to listen to you, where's your talk from your heart today? I want to hear from Mark.
All right, let's do it. Well, first of all, thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time with me today and a little time out of your life. That means a lot to me, and I'll try to be as beneficial for you as you always enrich me and make me feel great. So, Tammy, you talk about this. I've been in the industry now over 30 years. And as I grew up in the industry, watching the changes and the evolution, so to speak, of our industry, because while it's over 100 years old, it continues to evolve. Things continue to change. Things continue to progress. Maybe the form of how we're doing business, but the connectivity, the building your own dreams and believing in yourself, all these elements and pieces are always there. But the one thing that I kept seeing as a student of the industry was companies would launch. And now, not all companies are bad, because I think there's some great companies out there. So please don't get me wrong. But literally, if you're a student of the industry, there are literally thousands of direct sales MLM companies that start up in any given year. It's crazy. I once had a really close friend of mine that he does a lot of legal work. And for a while, his business just specialized in startup. And he was telling me that they would do anywhere from about 100 to 150 companies, just his firm, in setting up new direct sales companies every year. So there's always a lot of options. And as I watched this, I always watched that companies started with the best of intentions, in my opinion. Started with, we want to make a difference. We believe we have something we can make a change with. And we collaborate, we bring people together. Everything seems exciting and fun. But then somewhere along the line, many of those unfortunately fail. Okay, most new startup businesses, if you're to last even if the first 3 years, and then there's some really strong stats if beyond 7 years, et cetera. We've all seen this where they just, and it's not that they have a bad idea necessarily or a bad product, it's just underfunded, capitalization, growth expansion, any one of many things can happen. If you were in the travel business this last few years, it'd be a pretty rough business with COVID and the restrictions and the other things, as you can imagine. So things happen to us at times that are out of our controls. But those that grow, now I'm talking about the percentages that grow and get big and sizable. I had a great privilege to be with several of those. And one of the things I watched personally, this is just my opinion, Mark Wilson's opinion, so take it for what it's worth. I watched a transformation, not in a good way. Okay. I watched a change in what I call the rock star mentality. Now, you see these rock stars up there and people go, wow, look at them. And you see the fans all cheering and, trying to get at them. And you think, man, if you threw them into the crowd, they'd tear them to pieces. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But the reality is you get this, what I call rock star mentality. And the rock star mentality is, I have now elevated myself because of my mission or my company to the point where I think I'm such a star, I forget my roots. I forget where I started from. And this can happen in many aspects of life. We can see the rock star mentality in professional athletes, can't we? We can see the rock star mentality in actors and actresses, politicians. We can see it all around us. And famous, very wealthy and successful individuals who get the same kind of what I call attitude. And for a long time, I used to think, how can someone slip into this? Why would they do this? Well, I think quite frankly, and I'm not here to defend individuals that make this change, but the reality is, in fairness, when you're standing in front of 10,000 or 20,000 people who are all telling you how you've changed their lives forever, how they owe everything to you, if you're not careful and you're not grounded and you don't have some good close friends that'll tell you kind of really how it is, then sorry about that. Today I'm working off my phone because you know what? You have to make changes, and our internet is down in the office and they're trying to fix it. We had a big snowstorm come through here. So my apologies. If I go away for a second and come back, you'll know that I'm just ignoring my phone calls coming in. So the reality is these individuals slip into this because they start to believe these stories. And I watched this happen. Well, part of that transition, and why am I even telling you this, is I watched owners and individuals in these companies go from having the field first and having this camaraderie and this connection to all of a sudden believing in the message, I call it, of, wow, I built this because of my vision and you're following my vision. And I remember one of the founders of one of the companies that I was employed with standing up one day and saying, you know, I want you to follow my vision. And in backroom meetings, actually telling all of us as a management team, people are here for my vision. They're here to, and I went, okay, no, they're here for their families. They're here for they're building their dream lives. They're here because they want to share with their friends and they want to give back and all of these things. And I thought, wow, you've become a little out of touch, so to speak. So when Tammy asked about this is why we made the change. We made the change because we realized that, you know what? The only way to really change an industry is through competition. I'm on my smartphone right now, my iPhone 13 Pro, right? Because I like Apple. Half my family likes Samsung. We always have battles, whose picture's better, all that. But competition changes all things, doesn't it? It's what makes things better. It's what makes things more efficient. Look at big disruptors in industries. Take Uber, for example, and Lyft, how they changed the taxi business forever, didn't they? Okay. So sometimes you can have well-ingrained industries that you think, wow, they can never change. Brick and mortar companies, how they've changed overnight. I noticed that Target now is announcing they're going to do more of an online presence because they realize to keep up with Walmart, right? That's going to be a change here for a big national worldwide chain. So you look at these things and competition's it. So quite frankly, we did what was crazy and we've done this before. Why not in your life? Why not do something crazy? Been very fortunate, been very blessed in my life. And so when we sat down, Fred and I and several others said, you know what? The industry needs somebody to change this, to really shake it up. Why don't we go out and shake up the industry and say, what if we were to put the field first? What if we were to collaborate with them and make sure that no one individual, not even two of us, had complete control of what we were doing? What if we made sure that we always try to work together as a team and make sure that we're in so doing, we will force the industry through competition to change? And that, as simple as it sounds, was where we started. And, you know, people told us, you're crazy. I can't believe you're doing this. Why would you do this? You guys have a great gig going. We were very well compensated with the current company we were with. And so thus started this. Now, here's the beautiful thing. I smile every time I see a new startup or a competitor that is coming forward and they're talking about the field, distributor rights, or independent business owners, or brand partner rights. And I just smile because I think, you know, as we make these changes, we're going to force everybody to compete. And when you force people to compete, it means they must improve to survive. And if they don't improve, they won't survive. It's a simple, simple process in how business works. And so for us, as much as anything, I'm not here to tell you that everybody's going to join NewAge. And as cool as that sounds, you know, and I'd love to have everybody here. The reality is we're successful if we're great ambassadors for putting change into an industry and making it a better place. We're successful if we make people's lives enriched by teaching them that we can work together better than competing against each other always. And so, Tammy, that was kind of the first for us, is that the mantra, and it's where our Bill of Rights came from. It's where we came from our roots of, let's defend the rights of the individuals that are out there helping us build this business and collaborating together in a way that has never been done before. It's not that people don't, I think, take care of, you know, some of their leaders and some of these things there, but it's making sure that it's ingrained in every fiber of everything you're doing. And that is where we want to be a leader. It's one aspect we absolutely want to lead in, and making sure that as we move together, because together we're unstoppable. So you see the hero products here in Africa, and people say, well, okay, I can't get those in North America. No, you can't, but there's products we can't get there. And so we can work together to collaborate, and over time, build a company that's stronger and better than anything you've ever imagined as we work together. And to us, there's nothing more exciting than that.
So appreciate that. And I love going back. It's like going back when you fell in love for the first time and remembering, why you fell in love and why you made the commitment to walk, journey together. It's good to remember those things. And that's why I love the beginning of what you did in this company. And so let's take it forward now. It's 2022. We just went through 2 crazy years and we are now in 2022. And I think, and I believe some of the hardest of those days are behind us. And I always believe that. I'm an optimist by nature, but I'm a realist. And I know that we've had to overcome some obstacles and we have done that. And so speak to us about, this last year transition and then where you see us heading in the future.
Yeah, thank you, Tammy. First thing I'm going to tell you is forget even the 30 years. As the older I get, the more I realize change is one thing that's inevitable. It's always going to be there. We're constantly evolving of who we are and how we do business, how we interact with human beings. There's so many things around us that are relevant. I remember years ago when my dad, at an older age, the computers were just coming on and he ingrained in that and just got excited about it. And he had a lot of his friends and his peers that were like, why are you doing that? That's a young person's thing. And our computer's really going to take over. I like my old handwritten this or my notes or the other things, the fax machines, etc. But he was always on that bleeding edge a little bit from a computer standpoint. We're evolving. We're evolving to where we're going. And so you also have times in any company, in any business, I liken it to construction on the roads. All right. So we all know about road construction, right? You look out there and all of a sudden they tear the road up and you think, what did you just do to me? You increased my commute time. You made it more difficult for me to get around. I'm in lines. This is frustrating. This is terrible. Okay. Because they've narrowed you down to one line while they're expanding the bridge and they're redoing things and they're, creating this new infrastructure. But then when they open it up, you all of a sudden see most of the time, not all of a sudden. Okay. We got a couple of intersections at times I still scratch my head about, but most of the time you look at it and you're on this new expanded bridge or this new expanded freeway and you realize, wow, you've just increased the flow, the productivity, you've just increased the bandwidth, so to speak, for that location to be ready for the next 10 years, for the future is where we're going. Our company needed to do the same thing. As we brought 2 great companies together with rich histories of where they're at, we realized we needed to do what I call a foundational teardown. And that was, we had some great aspects of the system, but we also had some infrastructure and foundational things that needed to be corrected for us to be able to go to the next level. You saw a lot of attacks, they call them DDoS attacks, over the last few years, where huge companies, forget NewAge, let's look at huge companies that actually were brought down overnight because people go in and attack the system because they look at the vulnerability of those systems and those things that are going on. That is an element that needed to be corrected in our business. So it was like tearing it down, putting us down to one lane for a little bit so we could expand, create the foundation, create the strength, create the bandwidth to bring together multiple compensation plans, multiple companies, and integrate them in a smooth, fluid thing in around 70 plus countries. Okay. That is no easy feat. Okay. In fact, to this day, I don't know anybody that's running. I think currently we're running 4 different compensation plans because companies like Aliven that have just come on to us are still running on their comp plan and their things, but we're integrating all of that. Now, when you want to think about that complexity of where we're at as a company, that is really kind of state of the art, crazy stuff that's going on out there. And while it created some inconveniences this last year, the worst is now definitely behind us. You can see the momentum. You can see the systems. Not only are they strong and stable, but now their functionality is getting better on a daily basis. And we're able to roll out the next generation of social selling and tools to make it easier for you to use your smart links, to make it easier for you to go out and use Quick and these other tools we're going to be giving you and continue to enhance so that your business can continue to grow. Now, so when you talk about the future and the vision, that's where we're headed. We're headed at the next generation of, now that we have the bandwidth, how do we add on to these tools to make you more successful and make it easier for you to do business in your various regions to do it? Yes, it's still complex. We have complexities. We have things being thrown at us, like all of a sudden the Ukraine-Russia situation, where what does that mean to our business and how do we interact with that? We have complexities going on in Asia and different things going on all the time. We have shipping challenges. If you've ever tried to get anything shipped lately, you've seen outages and backlogs and other things that are going on like crazy. All of those things add complications to our business, but it allows us to say, where are we headed in the future? We think we have a bright future. People have never been more concerned with their health and building a strong immune system. We have solutions for that. People don't mind having it delivered to the convenience of their home. We have solutions for that. People are looking for a side hustle so they can look at something to have some security and stability in this chaos that we call today's environment. Okay, we have systems for that. We have solutions for that. So as we continue to add to these tools, to add to your arsenal, so to speak, as you're out there and building, it now means you need to take action. And now, so if you're sitting back, you're missing out, because the growth and the things that are happening right now are crazy cool. We have so many good things going on.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Take action, because we really are. You hear it a lot. You are at the right place at the right time. But we really are, Mark. We really are at the right place at the right time. And so the vision for the future, first of all, just thank you for everything you did to get Africa open. I just want to personally thank you on behalf of Rick's and myself and the Southern Africa team. They want you to come back. Everybody's messaging, when is Mark coming back to Africa?
Believe me, I can't wait to. And I want to tell you, take what you have today.
Yes.
The worst thing you can do in your business is sit back and say, well, when you have all of these things, then I'm going to really engage. When everything's perfect, then I'm going to engage. You'll never, number one, you'll never do it. Okay. The odds of you doing it, it'll be never. Okay. Number two, you'll miss out on the momentum and the opportunity, because the beauty of getting in it and being one of those pioneers, being one of those people that are moving when it's not beautiful, when it's not perfect, and really getting it gives you an advantage. And it also gives you an attitude, and you need a little attitude to be successful, right? When you look at these things, you see a bunch of people, and from the farm group, we call them wee wuzzers, right? And the wee wuzzers are the ones that are always sitting back going, well, we'll wait and see, and we'll watch and see what's going on, right? Because we're a wee wuzzer, right? We're hoping that someday it's all going to be just the way I want it to be, and then it's going to be so easy, I'm not even going to have to work at it. No, get involved right now. Be those front runners, be those individuals that are blazing the trail, because that's really the great opportunity for you right now. Because then when the masses follow you, okay, unless you just don't have the courage. If you don't have the courage, I understand it. Then stand back and watch and wait. And you just realize, I'm a great supporter, but I'm not a leader, okay? Because leaders step in front no matter what, okay? They will go no matter what. And that is going to be one of the changes in a mental attitude you have got to take on, okay? When you look at France, when you look at Italy, when you look at now Germany starting to take off, watch Germany this next year, okay? South Africa, why not you? So you just have to ask yourself, am I going to be that individual, or am I going to sit back and be a supporter? If I want to sit back and be a supporter, okay, but don't be upset when someone comes along one day, and I promise you this will happen. I promise you, because it's happened in every other country. All of a sudden, some leader will step up and say, this is mine. I'm taking this, right? And they'll jump in and they'll grow like crazy, and you'll be sitting there going, oh no. Why didn't I? And the crazy thing is, they'll have the same tools you have. They'll have the same resources you have. They have the same products you have. It really won't matter, because they'll create that excitement. They'll create the enthusiasm as we move forward. And so the worst thing you can do is sit back and watch. Don't be a spectator on this one. This one's one you got to be engaged. You got to be all in, and you got to be crazy. You got to be crazy.
Well, I'm all in, and I guess I am crazy, but I love what's happening with NewAge. I love the direction the company continues to go. And again, going back to falling in love with the company, the first time I was able to, I really fall in love with the people more than I do the institution of a company. It's the people. The people are the gold in our business. Every time the people are the gold. And then finally, Mark, thank you so much. As we look into the future, I love that you've cast the vision of action and get going now. Now is the time momentum is happening. And so we have some really exciting things that are launching here in North America, incentives for people to get paid out $3,000 in commissions. I love all the new things that are happening, and I know they're different for different markets. But as we wrap this part of the call up, Mark, any last words other than take action? We're moving forward. The systems and structures are here to serve us. There will be setbacks, there will be glitches, that is life, but pressing on. Is there anything else that's like casting that vision for the people? Because I know you love the people. I know I've been in your home. You invited me to come back anytime to your house. And I love that about you, but you are a lover of the people and you really do keep the brand partners first. I want to thank you for that. In fact, I want to see everyone interact. Put a 1 in the chat if you are grateful that this company puts brand partners first. Exactly. We are so grateful. It is a very big deal. So anything else that you would like to share on, just the vision of where we're going? Are we acquiring more companies? Are we going to be staying focused on what we're doing right now? Kind of maybe talk a little bit on that.
Sure. And as a public company, you be a little careful. But of course, we've always had a strategy: organic growth and the strategic acquisitions. So Alignment was our most recent acquisition in Japan. I'm sure we'll look over time. We're in no hurry to do that. Timing and everything will have to be right for us to do that. And with doing the new foundation of where we're at and what we're working on, we really want to make this a year of making sure that we've got the systems in place, automation in place, that we can build our bandwidth in the future as we're moving forward, and that we're really well run and very efficient. So our goal is to not only be profitable as a company, but to be very efficiently run in pulling everything together. So that's where we're spending a lot of time now in some of our reorganization and some of our things that you'll see as we go forward as a company. But for me, I look at it and go, what's the potential of the hero brand just in South Africa? Okay. And I guarantee you, Craig is going to be adding additional products, but you don't want to wait and say, well, when they get the additional products, what you want to do is have your team and you're built. I remember Tim Sells said something to me when we first started, and this is when we had like 13 people. Okay. We're brand new, just getting started. Tim said, I'm going to go out and get as many vending machines as I can. And what he was talking about was, I'm going to build a team, a network of as many people as I can, because these are, quote unquote, my vending machines that are distributing products to end consumers. So you need to be building your team. You need to be building with what you have today, teaching them how to use that, because they'll never be equipped for when the new next products come out and the new things going on. So if you want to flash forward just a little bit, look at what's going on in some of the more mature markets like Japan and America and Europe and some of these that have now matured over time. What do they have? They have a brand new product called Renew. They have Lip and Lash, okay? They have new products and new integration, new patent pending products like Renew that are game-changing products, okay? That doesn't mean you're not going to get products like this. What it means is you need to be building your teams. And if I were you, I'd be going out building like crazy, because there are people looking for a solution. There are people who are looking for a home right now to find something out there. The question is, do you have the tenacity? Do you have the consistency? Do you have the audacity to go out and say, I'm going to go do whatever it takes to build my team and my organization as big as I possibly can, so that as they bring out new tools, as they bring out services like Quick and all these other amazing things we're going to be doing, that I have the largest network. That's how you're going to win. Okay. It's not sitting back and waiting. And so that would be my advice to you. And stay tuned, because a lot of fun things are ahead this year.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Thank you so much, Mark. And I do encourage all of those that are on our Zoom today from Southern Africa. This is the time. You waited through the launch of Africa. You've got the product line. It is so incredible. We've had Craig also got us some product too. And that one that you're talking about is maybe one of my very, very, very favorite products. And I love it. So thank you so much, Mark, for being with us today. And we really appreciate you. Let Mark see it in the chat, guys. Let him know how much we appreciate him. And he is absolutely incredible. Really, really, truly a leader of the people. And I'm going to quickly transition over to Mr. Brent Palmer. Mr. Brent Palmer and I have known each other for about 8 years. We have worked together literally side by side for the last several years, opening different regions of North America as well as Southern Africa with Erica and her team. And Brent is just incredible. He's a chairperson too. He is a founder of NewAge, which just means that he's helped a lot of people do really, really great things. And so Brent, are you with us?
I am here, Tammy. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Did you hear that, Mr. Mark Wilson? Cast an incredible vision.
Absolutely amazing. Amazing. And it's the time to share. I just stepped out in my truck where I'm at a network lunching with a group of people sharing NewAge and providing lunch to them, just looking for opportunities to share. That's where we're at right now. And Tammy, as I listen to Mark, to kind of end the call today, for everybody that's on here around the world, I think about a couple of things. The first thing I think about is this morning, I do a coach's corner every Monday through Friday in the morning. And one of the words was limitless. And as I was preparing for the word limitless, one of the things that kept hitting me is sometimes we walk through this world that we're in and we feel like we have like an unlimited amount of time. So we just put it off to the next day. I'm going to get to it the next day, right? And in reality, we're in this world, all of us, no matter what country you're in, tuning in, we're in this world, and what we're gifted is the present. We've got now, right? What am I going to do with it now? And as I listen to Mark Wilson talk, the question you got to ask yourself is, I did this on my Instagram, a video on my Instagram just the other day, talking about vision. When you listen to Mark Wilson talk, what is your vision? Because let me tell you, a vision is a split road, and you're the decision maker of vision. And here's what I mean by that. When you see something, it can either be opportunity or it can be distraction. How many of you have taken action on something that ended up turning out to be a distraction in your life? I know I have.
Absolutely.
But let me tell you, when you find something that ends up being opportunity, you grab it and then you figure it out and you run with it. Like you grab it and run and figure out as you're moving. And Tammy, that's what I hear when I hear Mark, is a company that the world truly does not know. And they're giving places like Africa, Brazil,
yes,
markets around the world, the United States, but they're giving places like Africa a hand up.
Yes.
By saying we're gonna start you with an infrastructure of products called Hero. And as you expand that market, we're going to expand that product line, and we're going to grow into other countries as you expand the market, because we want to give you a hand up. We don't want to just give you product from somewhere else. We want to give you products that's for the people, that's by the people, it's being manufactured there. And then we're going to bring more in, but we need your partnership. We need your partnership to help us expand the name NewAge, to help us bring, as he said, those vending machines in of individual brand promoters. That's really what we do here, is we share and we bring independent reps in with us. And then over time, we build a team of those people that's helped bringing products to the end consumer. And the bigger our organization is of people, or of vending machines, as Mark called it, the more opportunity we have. But you got to have vision. You got to have vision to see that that's a opportunity, not a distraction in your life, because it's going to get tough. The road's going to get tough. The road's going to get hard. That's ordained in life, right? But the thing about it is you got to realize, is the vision and the focus I'm on, is it a distraction in my life, or is it an opportunity worth fighting for?
Yes.
And what I hear in what we've got with NewAge is it's an opportunity worth fighting for. Take the money away. We have products that affect people in a positive way. That's a transformation, life-changing for people. Why would we not share that? Why would we not involve people that can better their health, that can better their immune system, that can help people fight obesity, that can help people have more mental clarity, mental focus, energy to get through the day? Why would we keep that from people? But then when you tack on an opportunity like they're giving us to be able to be the pioneers, to be able to forge the paths so that we can look back and realize that our time on earth was not just, it was not just lived just getting by. It was lived thriving for a bigger purpose, right? Like that's what they're giving us in this company, if we choose to grab it and recognize it as an opportunity, not a distraction, and run with this. So Tammy, I could not be more, I think more privileged and more excited to, you said founder. Guys, I got into this company, I was broke. I got into this industry broke over a decade ago. Didn't know what I was doing, but I found something that gave me a hand up and said, if you're willing and you're coachable and you're hungry, Brent, we will partner with you and show you a way. And they did. How could I ever not pay back to this industry that did that to me? And now God has put us here in this company to do something really special. It's bigger than money, guys. It's bigger than that. We can unite something in the world today by leading with love, by caring for people, by bringing them products that really make a difference, and ultimately help people have a hand up, not a hand out. Help people make it to Friday. Help people get out of this what they want for their family. Guys, it's just an honor and a privilege to be a part of this. So if you're on here today, we're excited to be partnered with you. We're proud to be partnered with you. And I'll tell you what, this is a company that's going to lock arms. We never said it was going to be easy, but here's what we said. The products will not let you down. Leadership like Mark Wilson will not let you down. But the leadership in the field will always be here to support and lock arms with you and blur the lines of sponsorship to help people get what they want out of this. So Tammy, thank you for putting this on today, you and Erica, and bringing Mark in. It was timely, it was needed, and we really appreciate you. So guys, thank you, and I'll turn it back to you, Tammy.
Well, I want to just piggyback on what you just said, Brent, because I think it's very powerful. And I want you all to listen to this quote. It is absolutely incredible. It's from a man named Richard Vu. He's a multi-millionaire, probably billionaire. But he said, this is exactly what we've been talking about, exactly what Brent was talking about with the word impact. We want to leave an impact in people's lives. We want to change people's lives. We want to give them a hope, a future. We want to give people an opportunity to better their lives and the lives of their family. But listen to this. It's just very short. It says, when I built my business around money, I struggled to make it. When I built my business around strengths and values, money came as a side effect of creating impact. I became a millionaire, a multimillionaire, when I stopped chasing money and I started chasing impact. I'm telling you, that's who we are. We are impact chasers. We are people that want to impact, which means that you are making a difference. You're moving people towards their end goal. And you know, Brent, you say this a lot. You never have to worry about having enough. You never have to worry about making money in this business. If you are helping others achieve their destiny, their goals, their dreams, it will come to you. It will come to you in spades. It'll wash over you. You'll be caught up in the momentum of it because you've started to see that our business is built on serving people. The greatest leaders in this business, in any business, is a person that is more concerned about impact than they are their paycheck. Now, we need a paycheck. I need a paycheck. But if I focus on the impact, the paycheck and the finances will come. And so thank you so much, Brent. Thank you for being such, and put a one in the chat if you are thankful for Brent Palmer and the fact that he mirrors to you, blurring the lines of leadership. He feeds into everybody's team, not just our team, which we're so grateful for. But again, his impact is great. And so today I thank you, Brent, and you can just look at all those lovely ones in that chat too. Those are all big thank yous to you. So as you take on your day today, let me just close this again. I became a millionaire when I stopped chasing the money and I started chasing impact. Boy, that is such a fabulous quote. I want to see it all over our stories everywhere. So everyone, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you taking the 45 minutes to be with us today. I hope this brought you value, and we will look forward to seeing you next time. Everyone have a beautiful, impactful day. Bye-bye. Thank you everyone for joining.